Hi everyone, this is Gary Smith. Welcome to Growth Moments with Gary. I don't know about you, but I love puzzles, especially puzzles that require some sort of visualization in order to be able to solve them. About a month ago, a friend of mine posted this puzzle on social media. Now, as you can see, it's a grouping of cubes, and the question that's being asked is how many cubes are missing in order to be able to build a full cube? Well, being both an engineer and highly visual, I jumped in and I solved the puzzle. But then I decided to do an experiment. I posted this puzzle on my social media, and then I monitored it for several weeks to see what kind of comments were being made. What I found was that people tend to fall into one of four groups. Group number one represents about 70% of the people who tried to solve the puzzle. In this group, people tried once or twice, but when they didn't get the correct answer, they quit. Now, I have no idea why they quit. It could have been that they just weren't really that interested in the puzzle. It could have been because they got distracted by something else. But for whatever reason, they tried a couple of times, and when they didn't get the correct answer, they quit. Group number two represents about 20% of the people who worked on the puzzle. Now, this group was a little bit more tenacious. They tried 3, 4, 5 times before they finally quit if they didn't get the correct answer. But it's interesting because when I looked at the comments from this group of people, the comments that were being posted, with each progressive failure, they got more frustrated and upset. Group number 3 represents about 10% of the people who tried to solve the puzzle. And this group was very tenacious. They stuck with it. They were not going to be dominated by this puzzle, so they stuck with it until they got the correct answer. But interestingly enough, there was a fourth group, a small group within this 10% group that represented about 30% of the 10%, or 3% of the overall number of people who were trying to solve the puzzle. And this group of people handled things differently. After trying a couple of times and getting an incorrect answer, they began to reach out to other people who were playing the puzzle. Now, they weren't looking for anyone to solve the puzzle for them, but they were looking for input. They were looking for perspective. They were trying to figure out what they were missing. And as a result, that small group of 3% not only wound up solving the puzzle more quickly, but they did it in fewer tries than everybody else. My friends, this puzzle represents life. Each one of us faces dozens, if not hundreds, of challenges, puzzles that we need to solve every single day. Now, sometimes those puzzles are big, like dealing with a financial crisis because of the loss of a job. And some of them are really, really small, like how do I get Johnny to eat his broccoli for dinner tonight? But the fact remains, we all face challenges, puzzles that need to be solved every single day. So here's my question for you. When you think about how you approach solving the puzzles in your life, which group do you fall into regularly? Are you the type of person who tries a couple of times but then gets distracted and never bothers to solve the problem and just goes off and does something else? Do you stick with it a little bit longer, but the harder you try, the more frustrated and angry you become? Are you the type of person who jumps in and you're determined to solve the problem, but you're doing it by yourself? Or do you fall into that small group, that 3%, who reach out to those around them for input and perspective in order to be able to solve problems quickly and effectively? I want you to ask yourself 2 questions today. Question number 1, which group do I fall into? And question number 2, which group do I really want to be in? If you will answer those 2 questions and answer them honestly, you will have taken a major step forward in your personal development. This is Gary Smith. God bless you today. Go and live your life on purpose, and I'll see you soon.